Welcome to the second video of a series of 6. First, I'll give some new definitions of important words beginning with lens. A lens is used to pay particular attention to features and dynamics of society based on application of outside knowledge. A dichotomy is a split between two things that are represented as being opposite, such as man or woman. In this video, we'll focus on defining what it means to look at the world through a gendered lens, the ways in which people acquire power, and examples of how power is gendered on domestic and global levels. The first topic is that we need to learn how to develop a gendered lens, so we can assess why things are the way they are. We can take an intersectional approach to view masculine and feminine traits of society. For a lot of us, when we think of a doctor, we envision a smart man, whereas when we think of a nurse, we envision a nurturing woman. This is just one of many ways gender roles are ingrained into our being. The concept of gender is learned, and gender is held in place by power. Many societies are held together by heteronormative ideology. Masculine men and feminine women are the counterparts of normal roles in the dichotomy. This is further held in place by pitting one against the other, more often than not, putting male over female. Societies acquire power by implementing gendered logic on imperialism, exploitation of resources, and giving certain value to different types of work. Imperialism is the practice of forcing what one believes to be the right way of life on other people. Instead of recognizing the disrespectful nature that may come with trying to homogenize societies, imperialism is often projected as helping the other nations. A term dubbed protectionism is the theory of waging war to save the women and children of another country, when more often than not, war does more harm than good, and the women and children are often left in poverty and as single mothers. The next aspect of gaining power is exploiting resources. War and industry ravage Mother Nature's world without giving much thought. Humans bomb each other, chop down forests, and create greenhouse gases that destroy our climate. And all for what? The race to come out as the top dog of society, a masculine ideology. We exploit other humans to do the dirty work as the backbone of society. And we must bear in mind that these people, more often than not, lack access to resources like education, proper health care, and media. The next way societies gain power is through gendering different definitions of work. Many women are poorly paid because their jobs are seen as women's work and therefore unequal to the work of men. In the androcentric view of society, men are seen as smarter, stronger, more talented, so their jobs are typically seen as harder and thus earn them more pay. But in a world where the numbers of women with jobs are increasing, we see issues with wages and treatment in the workplace. Not only that, the burden of being a homemaker still remains, enforcing a double standard on women in current day society. Through gendered lenses, we can see some examples of domestic issues that perpetuate inequality and xenophobia, like the anti-immigration policies of America currently, as well as the wage gap. In a global sense, we see the war on terror fueling fear, inequality, and hatred. We also see the use of humans, and particularly females, as resources, and the detrimental effects of pollution in the name of advancing a society without regard to others and the environment. We can use gendered lenses to ask a multitude of questions, like what is working and what isn't? How is our society divided? Why does this division continue? And what can we do to make changes?